Yeah, he hurt his left knee, and we're getting that checked right now. But he hurt it at the end of practice, and we'll learn more, I assume, in the next short period of time.
With the injury to Wilson, how does that kind of change the way that you're going to approach the preseason? Like finding out how you're going to work with rotation substitutions?
I mean, it affects our wing situation more, obviously, than our bigs. Although he could play some, small ball sort of four, it certainly does affect our wings. And so, on the table in the preseason, you can look at Furkan, you can look at Jared, you can look at Landry Shamet type. You can, pivot back out and just recognize that TJ, no matter what you call him, is a pretty good player. Like shove him into the 2 spot. And all those things sort of are on the table. And, we have a few games more left before we begin to achieve that. To your question, Sarah, it is arguably one of the most important things on my mind is by, the first game is feeling quite certain that you've given that situation a chance to tell you answers. And so it is a blow, it's a blow to our wing rotations, but it'll come from those other players that I just mentioned, I believe.
You get asked about Markelle and Ben all the time, but would you say, outside of winning games and all that, would you say that's the most important thing that's on your mind, for this season in terms of the goal?
You mean in relation to how to play them?
Yeah, just growing them together.
The most important thing on my mind is growing leaders and really, watching the evolution of Ben and Joel, especially because they've been here now the longest. Watching them, grab this city, grab this program, lead us. And that really does interest me more than figuring out how to play those 2 guys, believe it or not. It would be a close second. To your question, we have to at some point, feel comfortable with how we do this. And it's going to take some time. Usually I anoint the first third of a year to give me kind of greater clarity of what's going to take place probably for the rest of the season, how you're going to play this team. And I still stand by that type of duration up until, Christmas. You hope to figure it out in a more deep way. You're going to learn things along the path, but if you're really talking about how do you get ready to play, say, playoff basketball or legitimate basketball, it's going to take all the first third to really get the nuances and the detail down to that question.
In what ways have you seen Ben and Joel grow as leaders?
It's subtly all over the place. They're different people, and so their leadership comes in different forms and in ways and timing and all that. And I see those 2 guys coexisting really, really well. And, we're going to step back and we're going to watch how does Markelle, incrementally fit into that trio. Right now Markelle, we're all trying to figure, him out. He doesn't need to figure everybody else out right now. He's doing great, taking care of his own backyard. And, we see the progress that he's made and the confidence that he has. And that's good enough for me for the moment. I think that the leadership and, the cultural aspects of who we are can't always come from me. And watching that side of their growth interests me very much.
Albert noticed after the last game, the first thing that Joel says in his post is that there's a lot to improve on, especially defensively. Was the first thing that he said. You guys have been working on that so much. How do you see him managing what he kind of describes as very new defensive concepts?
I think that he has the personality and maybe most importantly the skill package to pull this off. And he is the commander-in-chief, he's the voice, he's the eyes and ears behind that defense. He sees all. And he has that spirit, that personality and skill package, I think physically and intellectually, to deliver some defensive environments that we're trying to grow. And as I said, it's born out of what do we think you're going to see in late April, May, and we hope June one day. It's very playoff driven. And we'll experience some pain in that first third, say, and probably the second third too. And we're going to walk down some stuff and try to get better at that. But I think he's going to be fantastic. I really think he's got a chance to anchor all of this in a physical and spiritual type of way.
You talked about the rotation the other night. It's well documented how you guys stagger your stars and you sub a lot. Are they used to it, or is there still some back and forth in terms of that?
I think there is, and for me, it was awkward for me last year. And then all of a sudden, as personally, because I really hadn't done it to the level that I did it last year, and as we all kind of grew and figured out some things we liked and didn't like and shoved some things around and communicated with the players, and it wasn't entirely popular at the beginning either. But what happened was we won. And then we won a lot. And then like 5 out of our top 8 lineups were amongst the league's most efficient. And the perfect storm came to a head where the proof was in the results. And so we have that confidence that we all kind of have from last year with how we do this. And it's going to take some time to feel it again out. We've got a new starting 5 that we're trying to look at and give it a chance. And JJ's coming in a different role. I explained quite in depth how I see that and why and all that. But the water will level and we will find balance, I hope quite soon. But it does come with some heartache. It does come with some conversations. And ultimately I have faith in how we do this, that we'll end up with efficient lineups and an efficient way to sub this team. Thank you all.
Thank you.